What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday. Grab your coffee, grab your water, grab your tea, whatever you want to grab, and come hang with me for a little bit. I promise I'm not going to leave you guys. And I hope you guys can hear me because yesterday was a little bit of a debacle. I tried to pop in here and it just was not working. So, Nicole asked me to come in here and share with you guys my daily activities. And I'm guessing that's because I've hit Success Club 10 plus every single month so far this year, which is not something I ever thought I'd be doing. And Nicole will tell you that I literally said no to this opportunity 4 to 5 times at least when she asked me. I'm not going to get into my story because that's not the purpose of me going live. But it's so funny to see like where I came from and where I'm going. So, and I tell you that because a lot of times we can compare ourselves as coaches. It's really, really easy to fall into that comparison trap of, well, she's doing this and why can't I do that? Or she's doing that because X, Y, and Z, like she's lucky, or she must be doing that, or she must have some secret script, or something along those lines. And I'm sorry to tell you, but the truth of the matter is there is no secret sauce to this business. There is no magical script to get everybody to join you. There is no magical way to follow up with people. There is no perfect way to do any of it. The perfect way to do it is to simply do it. So, with that being said, I am going to just kind of walk you guys through what a typical day looks like. I will tell you, for those who don't know me, I am a stepmom to a 17-year-old and a mom to a 3, soon to be 4, and an 11-month, soon to be 1-year-old. So, no day looks the same. I also have 2 dogs. And I am also blessed to have the most amazing friends and family around me that are able to step in and help out when I need to, when I need them to. But the key to that is that I ask for it. Still something I'm working on, but still something that you need. If this is something that you want to work as a business, then you need to not be afraid to ask for help. So, what do I do every day? The amazing question that everybody wants to know about all the coaches. I want to know what Melanie Mitchell does all day. But what my typical day looks like. So number one is I have a morning routine. If you don't have a morning routine, I highly, 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 highly recommend getting one. It sets the tone for your day. It sets the tone for how you're going to live your day, and it also sets your day up for not being in reactive mode. If you're a mom and you have kids, or if you're waking up, and just immediately you're on the go, 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 you're reacting to things. And it's not helpful or beneficial for you to be doing that. So the first thing I do every morning is my alarm goes off at 5 a.m. If you're like, oh my God, I can't do that, I was you. I was not a morning person when I started this. When I first started doing my workouts, I did the workouts during my daughter's nap time. I woke up with her, nursed her. When she napped, I went downstairs and did my workout. But I quickly came to realize that doing my workout and filling my cup first thing in the morning is so beneficial for me. It helps me so much with my anxiety. It helps me with just filling my cup and just being the best mom, wife, friend, daughter, whatever that I can be. So, if you are resistant to getting up in the morning, I say just give it a shot and try it. Because what I've learned through this business is if I'm resistant to it, it's probably something I should be doing. Personal development is a great example of that. So the first thing I do is my alarm goes off at 5. Now I have my phone set where I have to get up out of bed to turn off my alarm, which is another great way, if you're not a morning person, to make sure that you get up out of bed. I know people set it in their bathroom if they struggle. I just have it set across the room. Yes, there have been mornings where I turn it off and I go right back to bed. Sometimes that happens, but more often than not, especially more, I would say 98% of the time, I turn it off. I go into my bathroom, go to the bathroom, I brush my teeth, and I get dressed. I go downstairs and I do 5 to 10 minutes of a morning meditation. My morning meditation is basically gratitude meditation, and it sets the tone for just starting your day with love, starting your day from a place of positivity, and just really, focusing on the good, right? Instead of everything else that we could be focusing on, right? So I do that for about 5 minutes. And then I go to the fridge, I get my Energize, I get my pre-workout meal, and I grab my Kindle, which is already laid out on my kitchen island for me, and I do 15 minutes of personal development while I eat my pre-workout meal and while I drink my Energize. I'm Insta-storying all of this, so this is, if you don't want to like Insta-story as you're doing things, just take pictures as you go. I'll take a picture every morning of my personal development and my Energize, and I'll share a personal development quote from the book that was like a takeaway for me every single morning, because every single morning I'm doing personal development. If you are not doing personal development, I beg of you to please start. It needs to be something that you are doing every single day. If you are not growing yourself, you are not going to grow your business. It's just the way that it goes. You need it. Like, personal development is so helpful when it comes to what am I going to post on social media today? What am I going to talk about today? What do I want to encourage my team to do today? All of that comes from personal development. And even for you, like, there's just, right now I'm reading Dare to Lead by Brene Brown, and it's just, this morning I was reading all about vulnerability, and it was just awesome. And I just love it, and I love starting my day that way. So it gets me in a good mindset, gets me in a good space. Some mornings I need to do a little bit more than 15 minutes. Some mornings 15 minutes is good. So I do 15 minutes of that. Then I write in my best self journal for about 5 minutes. I plan my day. So if you are not planning your day, that is something else I encourage you to do. Because if you are not planning your day is happening to you. You are not controlling it. This was, again, something that I was like, I have kids. I can't plan my day. I don't know when the baby is going to be napping, or when the dog's going to puke on the carpet, or when the toddler is going to like throw a temper tantrum, and it's going to take me 45 minutes to get out of the house instead of 30 or whatever. And that's not the purpose of planning your day. Planning your day is, the purpose of that is to figure out where you are going to get your tasks done. Because if you're just writing a big to-do list, the possibility of you getting everything on that to-do list done when you need to get it done is slim to none. But if you're like, okay, this is the time where I'm going live in the Spark and Shine Empire for 15 minutes, or however long this is going to take me. I didn't actually block time out for this. Or I think I did 15 minutes. This is the time where I'm going to do this. Okay, and then I'm going to take 20 minutes before I have to get ready for a birthday party, and I'm going to grow my Instagram. And then when the kids are napping and having relaxed time, I'm going to, get my power hour done. So, and then I'm going to go to the birthday party, I'm going to go to a cheer pageant, and it's just, that's just how you plan your day. You plug the things in that you know you can't move, and then you schedule your tasks around that. Because guess what? If I don't get my invites done at 3:30 p.m. when I have them scheduled to, I can go back after the kids go to bed and make sure that I get that done. So planning your day. I write down 3 things I'm grateful for every single morning. And these aren't like big things like, oh, I'm so grateful for my husband. Like, I write down, like, I'm grateful for sunrises. I'm grateful for Reagan's laugh. The one morning I was doing it, my routine was off, and I was doing it when the kids were awake. And Reagan was like running around like a crazy person. And I was like, okay, I'm grateful for Reagan's energy right now, because it just puts you in a good place. I write down my goals for the day. And I write down my goals in present tense. This tricks your mind into making you think that you are doing it. So if you write, like, I want to follow my nutrition plan all day long, whereas your brain is like, okay, but you're not going to do it, and you make excuses, and it just doesn't happen or whatever. But if you write down the goal of, I am going to follow my nutrition plan all day long, it makes it a little bit more like tangible and more doable, and your mind switches, and it's like, okay, I am going to follow my nutrition plan all day long. So just an example. And then I write down 3 targets for the day. So 3 things that are going to make the day a win for me. Sometimes these are not yelling at my kids. Sometimes these are hitting certain numbers, sending a certain number of invites. I used to write down, like, I help so many people, but the thing is, I can't control people saying yes to me. I can only control how many people I talk to and the chances of them saying yes to me. So my goal is more so to reach out to so many people as opposed to like getting people to say yes to me. I hope that makes sense. So I do that, and then I use the Best Self Journal. It's right here. I use the Best Self Journal. It's a 13-week journal. It's really good at making you focus on your goals and focus on your daily tasks to get you to your goals. So you set like a quarter goal, you set a monthly goal, and then you set weekly and daily goals based off of that. So it's super helpful. I like it. I don't love it. So I think when it's up, I'm going to switch to a different one. But there's a ton of journals out there. Find one that works for you, just like everything else. Find something that works for you. So after all that is done, it's usually about 5:45. I go downstairs. My girls and I, in our challenge group, we have what my lovely coach Colleen has named a Zoom room, which is awesome, and I love that. So we have a little Zoom room. It's a 24-hour Zoom link that is up and open for anybody and everybody to go on. Use it when they work out, use it when they're making their shakes, use it when they're meal prepping, meal planning, whatever they want to use it for, where they feel like they need some accountability, that's what that link is there for. So we go in, we get our workouts done. I'm doing Lift 4 right now because I'm training for a 10-mile race that is taking place in 29 days, which is crazy. But that's the other thing, is making sure that you have a program that you're doing, because if you're just like willy-nilly doing like this, that, and the next thing, you're not being proof the product works, and that's the first vital behavior. So making sure you're doing a program and you're sticking to the program. You're again being proof the product works. That doesn't mean you're perfect. It doesn't mean you're doing everything 2,000% and beyond. It just means that you're doing it to the best of your ability and you're sharing it. You're sharing your journey. So I do my workout, and then after that I come upstairs, I grab my Recover, I grab my post-workout, I follow the time nutrition, so the workout block. So I grab my fruit, I go upstairs, get showered, get ready for the day, come downstairs. Usually this is the time where I'm getting breakfast for the girls. I get Reagan off to school if it's a preschool day. And then the mornings all depend on the day. Sometimes I typically have my niece here who helps me with the girls, and I will either take some time in the morning and like grow my Instagram account. I will send Facebook friend requests, and I'll send connection messages. So the tangible daily tasks that I do every single day to grow my business are I send at least 20 new messages to people every single day. Yes, 20. It doesn't take that long. It really doesn't. Whenever I tell my team, like, make sure you're sending 20 messages, they're like, oh my God. It's not that hard, you guys. It's really not. You just have to sit down, focus, and do it. So I send 20 messages, just like typically it's a, hey, thank you so much for the follow. I love connecting with new ladies on here. I'm in South Jersey. Where are you from? And just getting a conversation started. Guys, we overcomplicate this business so much. It does not need to be complicated. How would you talk to somebody if you walked into a party and they were standing in the room? That's how you connect with them on Instagram. It's really that simple. So I'll either do that or I'll go through sometimes, and that's how I like to do it, because I can just go down the list and just send it to the people who look like they're my people. And then I don't typically like to do it off of a post, because finding the new people off of a post can take a long time, or can take longer than I would like it to. So I mean, I will go through, especially if I'm doing like a transformation post, or if I'm doing some type of call to action post, I will go through the new people on that post and just thank them for liking it, and just ask them a basic generic question. Nothing about the boot camp, nothing about Beachbody, something about them. The thing that we tend to forget is that there's people on the other side of these phones, on the other side of that profile, on the other side of those pictures. We forget that they're actual people. So talking to them like I would want to be talked to. If I like to post, what would the message if I liked that certain post, what message would I want to get? Because that's how you're attracting your tribe, and that's how you're attracting your people. So I send 20 connection messages a day. I also send 20 invites a day. So this is how I do it. And this is, take this as you will. This is how it works for me. I've just started doing this recently, and it's been working really well for me. Do it however you want. I use Google Streak. Guys, You need. First, so far, set a morning routine, personal development, do your workouts and drink your shakes, and track who you're talking to. That is the one thing that I have done throughout this business. When I first started, I used a spreadsheet. Then that spreadsheet became, I think I used a spreadsheet. I messed with Asana for a little bit, and then I started using Google Streak. And now I use Google Streak every single day. And what happens is I don't track everybody that I talk to, everybody that I send the connection message to, because it doesn't really help me, right? If they didn't respond to me, how is that helping me knowing that how does that help me? So what I do is when somebody responds to me and they say, oh, I'm from here, and we start having a conversation, I put them into a need to invite bucket on Google Streak. So then when it's time for me to do my invites, it's super easy. I have a list, and I just send the invites to the ladies on that list. I have a naked toddler running in here. Hi, mommy's on a video call, okay? Okay. So I just go through that list, and I send 15 coaching invites every single day. And if they say no to coaching, then I invite them to the boot camp. If they say yes to coaching, I throw them into my sneak peek. I do 2 sneak peeks a month. And then I'll also go through my stories, and I will invite at least 5 people to join my boot camp. I do my boot camp. I open it 2 times a month as well. So this week was all about the coaching opportunity. I did a sneak peek on Tuesday after I got back from the cruise. And then I'm kicking off a new Coach Basics training on Monday. This week coming up is going to be all about the boot camp. So I'm going to be inviting people to the Ultimate Portion Fix boot camp that I'm running. And then the following week again will be coaching. And then the last week will be the boot camp as well. You need to have a plan. You need to know what you're doing every single month and what you're inviting to. Because if you're just willy-nilly inviting and you're not actually being like, this is my start date, this is when you need to get into my groups, nobody's going to have any urgency, and everybody's going to be like, oh, I'll just hit the next one, or I'll get it next time, or whatever. And you're like, you know? So making sure you have a start date, giving a little bit of urgency. You can give an incentive. I've tried incentives. They typically don't work for me, but you never know. You never know until you try. So I do 15 coaching invites, 5 boot camp invites, and then I do my follow-ups. So the way I do follow-ups in Google Streak is there is an option to have a follow-up alarm go off. So if somebody is like, yes, I'd like more information, or like, yes, I'm interested, or I send them information about the boot camp or about coaching opportunity, they get an alarm that goes off. So I get a notification from Streak when I need to follow up with them. This way I don't forget anybody. I'm not just going by like me entering information. Like I literally get a notification that I need to follow up with somebody. So I go through and I do my follow-ups. My buckets in Google Streak are like coaching invites, Ultimate Portion Fix prospects, people interested in like the various programs that we offer. So I go through all of that. And then I just go down the Success Club system tracker, you guys. Like I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm just doing what's on that tracker. I do focus on a number as opposed to a time, because sometimes we get distracted, right? Like we're going through Instagram stories and we all of a sudden we're watching Autumn's story for 5 minutes, and you've wasted that 5 minutes of time. So I like to focus on doing a number. Like I said, 20 connection messages, 20 invites, and then my follow-ups are, it's anywhere from 5 to 15. Follow-ups, you guys, this is why tracking is so big, is because follow-ups are where your people come from. The number of people that tell me yes on a regular on like the first try is like nil. These people that are coming in now are the work that happened in the end of 2018. So I don't want you guys to see like, oh, Liz is hitting Success Club 20, or like Liz is hitting Success Club 14 or whatever. Like she must have like an assistant working for her, or she must have some. No, it's the fact that I show up every single day for this business. I share my journey. All of the coaches on my team are like, the reason I'm here is because Liz inspired me by sharing her journey. There's nothing special about that, you guys. You can share your journey. So often we're just like, oh, I can't record my workout because my kid was crawling all over me. Do you know how often I get messages that are like, oh my God, your kid was crawling on you during your workout. Like, that's amazing. Or you're so inspirational because, you get your workouts done before your kids wake up, or all of that. Like, that all starts conversations with people. Um, and that's what the goal of this is to get the conversation started. Guys, if you're sending out cold invites, please stop it right now. Like, those days are over. That's not what social media is about anymore. That's not what this business is about anymore. It's about finding an invite that works for you and going with it. Just trusting yourself and believing in yourself, because again, like, you can do everything in the Success Club System Tracker, but if your energy is like, womp womp, I have to send my in, like, nobody's gonna want to join you with that. But if you're like, I get to share this gift that has changed my life with so many people, everybody's gonna be like, yup, I want what you have. Yup, I want I don't care what you're selling. And a lot of times too, like, I hear from my coaches, like, oh, I just can't, once I give them the price, people ghost on me. First of all, that happens to everybody. Literally everybody. Like, you're not special. It happens to every single person. But what you can do is you can offer them something free, so like a meal plan or something like that, so they can get the value. Send them a sample. You can also just provide more value. That is really what this is about, is giving people the value that they want and they need. So then when you are like, this is what it is, they're like, I'm in. I want your meal plans. I want your workouts. I want your recipes. I am in. So it's doing all of that. But I think that's it. Oh, I also do like the recognition and the shout outs every single day. Again, don't overcomplicate it. I've done a shout out for starting, for literally doing day one. Like, that's been my shout out. So it does not need to be complicated. But I think the big takeaways are the 20 connection messages, the 20 invites, and I would say at least 5 follow-ups every single day. So every single day, you guys, I'm sending 45 to 50 messages every day. And no, it doesn't take me 8 hours to do it. I sit down, I focus, and I get it done. And I kind of mentioned how the consistency comes into play, but you guys, consistency compounds. If you're sending like 5 invites here and 5 invites there, and you're kind of posting but not really, and you're kind of sharing your journey but not really, and Emily Fowler said it best. You kind of sort of try, you kind of sort of get results. But if you're consistently showing up every single day, and guys, it gets hard. Life gets in the way. And that's when you go back to your why. That's when you go back to the reason why you're here and the reason why you decided to sign up as a coach. That's why every single week you write down your why in that Success Club System Tracker, because that is what's going to keep you focused. I don't want you guys to think that like I don't go through hard stuff and I'm just like this like super woman, because that's not the case. I coached through the passing of my mother-in-law. I've coached through postpartum anxiety. I've coached through, getting pregnant. I've coached through infertility. I've coached through just craziness. And life happens to everybody. It's what you do when the things get hard that define who you are. And I will say too, like these like numbers that I'm hitting and me having the success that I'm having, like I don't even like to say that, because I'm not hitting my goals that I have set for myself. But goals are not meant to be reached, they're meant to stretch you, and I keep reminding myself of that every single day. But the reason, I really do think the reason I'm doing this is because you're seeing the effects of the work that I put in 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 5 months ago, 6 months ago. They say all the time, give this business a year. Give this business a year. Because if you are not, and you just need to commit to it. You just need to decide that this is what I want. I want to share this feeling and this happiness and joy and confidence and energy. I want to share that with everybody I know, because that's what this is about. So that's like, what you're seeing, consistency compounds. So you're seeing the effects of back work that I've done. Again, Same thing with all the top coaches. They've all done the work on the back end. You just are seeing the success, and that's what you're comparing it to. So stop comparing. Put your head down. If you need to unfollow coaches, unfollow coaches. There is nothing wrong with that. I'm a huge component of that. I unfollowed a bunch of coaches in the past because I was comparing myself to them, and I was like, this isn't helping me. She's not inspiring me. She's making me feel like I'm not doing enough, and that's not helping me. So that is the crux of what my day looks like. So takeaways: get a morning routine if you don't have one. Focus on your personal development, and personal development is personal. If you are reading a book and you are not loving it, stop it and pick up another one. Don't just give up on personal development because you haven't found something that works for you. Do your personal development, be proof the products work, do your vital behaviors every single day, and get your power hours done, you guys. And honestly, like, there's no secret, there's nothing special. It's just hard work, dedication, and persistency and consistency. Hard work, dedication, consistency, persistency. And you guys can do this too. It's all up here. It's deciding that you're going to do the actions and keeping your mindset where it needs to be. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope this was helpful. If you guys have any questions, you can post them below and I'll check back in and answer. But go get them. It's only April 6th, you guys. We got this. All right. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.